One, two, three, four.
Hi, I'm Giulia Foglia. So in Neuroelectrics, I'm covering the regulatory and quality specialist position.
Anna Maike, CEO Neuroelectrics.
My name is Elia Lear. I'm working in research in the hybrid brain modeling team.
Yeah, my name is Mirta and I'm the director of Starlab Space.
Hello, good morning. My name is Cristina and I'm working as a project coordination in the brain modeling team at Neuroelectrics.
Hello, my name is Yolanda Casas and I am the Chief Operating Officer at Neuroelectrics.
Perfect. So could you tell me why did you choose a career in STEM?
Well, I chose to study STEM and especially to work in neuroscience because I think it's like solving a mystery, right? It's trying to unlock what's going on in our brain, and I think it's really fascinating. And STEM allows you to really find the clues on how the brain works.
Yeah, so I'm a biomedical engineer and I decided to pursue this career path since I really enjoyed almost all the scientific and technological subjects in high school, but especially maths. But I also wanted to have a real impact in society and I get so much about health.
Yeah, I studied physics. I really got interested in mathematics at high school level. So I like the magic of maths and equations, so that's why I chose that career.
Well, I have always seen my mom at home that she has a PhD in biology and she's leading a laboratory there where we live in Asturias. And I have always looked at her and I was always so proud of her that I think that I should follow her.
I studied at university biomedical engineering and I took the decision at high school because I really enjoy to solve mathematical problems and like demonstrating theory. So yeah, I really enjoyed this part, and so when the time to like choose my path came, I was pretty sure that I want to do something in the technology and science field.
Yeah, actually, I didn't always know that I wanted to do a career in STEM. When I was little, I was always very curious. I always wanted to understand the why of things. But I was imagining myself doing something else, like being maybe a lawyer, or at some point I developed a passion for languages, so I wanted to be a linguist or a translator. And it was only when I was at secondary school that an uncle of mine started to giving me books to read. Some were just literature, science fiction books, but also books about cosmology and the origin of the universe. And I realized that all these whys that I wanted to answer couldn't stop at just one particular level of reality. I wanted to understand life, the universe, and everything. And this is why I chose physics as my studies at university. And once I got my degree in physics, I decided that I wanted to do something more hands-on. So I continued my education with a degree in electronics engineering.
And can you tell me if you were inspired by someone?
Key role was played by my parents that always reminded me that I have to do what I want and without like taking care of the people judgment.
I was inspired in general by so many women, right, that have been working hard to really come to provide a better world by really doing technology, right? So I think that technology is a way to leave a better world behind.
Truly, the truth is that my parents and my sister have always encouraged me to go for it.
Both my parents, not only my mom, my dad as well, but I think, yeah, the role of your mom is always impacting you more.
What are some really cool things you get to work on your daily life?
Yeah, well, as a chief operating officer, I get involved in the operations of the company at many levels, from product development through to marketing and sales, and regulatory and clinical trials. So it's at many different levels. I think that this is really cool. But what I find the coolest is to be part of this project that is actually enabling us to broaden the frontiers of knowledge about human brain and to develop technologies that will allow people suffering from neurological and psychiatric conditions to have better lives. So being part of this, I think it's super cool and very inspiring.
In Neuroelectrics, we are developing and implementing medical devices, and so every day I have to deal with this topic in order to put on the market a medical device that can really have an impact in quality of life of certain people. And also I'm working on improving the process related to medical devices in order to be compliant with standard norms and so be ready for patients.
Okay, so in the brain modeling team, we are basically working on developing patient-specific and personalized models. And our ambitious goal, let's say, is to be able to treat pathologies such as epilepsy and Alzheimer's disease. And we have this amazing team with really bright scientists, and we are working all together through this goal.
So, when you are in a technological field or in a science field, you get to do such amazing things as this guy, right? This is a technology that we have developed at Neuroelectrics that is combining hardware, software, physics, math, and it's so targeted towards improving patients' lives, right? Like getting Alzheimer's patients to improve or epileptic patients. So I think that a STEM career may be transforming something like this that is going to have an impact in millions of patients all over the world.
Well, here on Neuroelectrics, one very good part of my work is to deal with the people and trying to coordinate them and trying to facilitate them. And I'm taking part in the research activities. This is amazing. What we do here, we work with satellite data, so we translate information captured by satellites and get it into useful information for our customers, information about sustainability, about how green is your area, or how this area has changed over time, temperature effects.
Okay, last one. So, if you were to send a message to young girls that would like to pursue a career in STEM, what would you say to them?
First of all, I will tell them that they should do whatever they want to, not only do a STEM. If you want to pursue a career in another field, just do it.
Do whatever you want. So if you like and you enjoy to solve problems, to discover how things work, or if you want to be the one to discover how something works and make a change in the future, maybe the STEM field is for you. And so do whatever you want and don't care about the judgment of other people. And also another thing that I want to say, and I'm talking from my personal experience, is to don't let anyone make you feel inferior, because you are not. And you don't have to prove your capacities to anyone, but just to yourself, because I think that the most important and fulfilling thing is to be proud of ourselves.
Don't let anyone tell you what you should or should not do, right? So don't let them tell you this is difficult, this is not for you. So just follow your dreams, follow your gut feeling, and if you really want to work in something big, just go for it, and don't let anybody tell you you cannot.
Don't discard any career path or any passion they have just because they don't think they are able to do it, or they think they are not good enough, because in fact they are. And in history, a lot of women have focused their lives on working in STEM, and even though maybe we don't have a lot of role models or from history, most of them were hidden or in the shadow of men. In fact, in all the life, a lot of women have worked on this and they were able to do it. So if they were able to do it, so you are.
So, for even to girls who are not thinking of themselves as pursuing a career in STEM, maybe girls who are thinking, well, it's not that I don't like science and technology, but I'm more into social sciences or humanities. What I would tell them is that they should not fall into the false dichotomy between social sciences, humanities versus natural sciences and technologies. An education in STEM will allow you to apply very powerful tools to any area of knowledge and will empower you to understand better the world and how to transform it for the best from whatever field you choose.
You can't take this away from me. Oh, the way I hear the melody, the waves bring clarity.